What is going on, y'all? My name is Spice, this is Spice Can't Fish. Today I've got an unboxing slash first impression sort of video for you guys. So if you guys have seen any of my fishing videos from last season, you might have seen that I did any sort of crankbait fishing with two different reels. Both of these reels were 6-speed reels, so they were 6.5 to 1 gear ratio, I think, and they were both from a company called Cast King. Now the reason that I bought those reels was because they were really inexpensive. They were, I think, like $35 or $40 each. And I was curious, I wanted to see how they would stand up to like overall long-term use, like constantly over and over, like hundreds of casts all the time being used. And I'm pretty rough on my stuff as well, so I just want to see how long they would last me, see how well they would do for being really inexpensive reels. Overall though, those reels did really well for me. I used them for a long time. I got a lot of good fishing in on them. If you guys want to see my actual thoughts and opinions on those reels, I'll leave a video link down in the description below for you guys. I did like a 1 year later sort of video where I actually broke them down after being able to use them for a full year and let you guys know my final thoughts and opinions on them, whether or not they're worth your money. But just like any other gear, these two reels eventually ended up breaking on me. I had to retire both of them. I don't use them anymore. And that kind of left me in a weird spot because I don't actually have a cranking reel now. So I was looking around at a bunch of different companies, a bunch of different reels to see if I could find something that I liked. So for crankbait fishing, I like something in the 6-speed, so like 6.2 to 6.8 to 1 is like the golden area for me. That's just kind of the perfect speed for throwing crankbaits in my opinion. I didn't really care what the brand was, but I wanted it to be like right around $100, maybe even less than that if I could find one. And third of all, I actually wanted to have a reel that not a lot of people were talking about or not a lot of people were using. Just for me, I like to have stuff that not a lot of people are using. It's just kind of like a thing for me. I don't know. I like to be different. I like to stand out a little bit. So yeah, I was looking around at a bunch of different companies. I was looking at Shimano's, Daiwas, Flugers, I was looking at Akuma's, a bunch of different companies, and I found a bunch of stuff that looked really good, but nothing that I was 100% sold on. And then today I walked into my local tackle shop and I saw it. The perfect reel. The reel didn't cost me all that much money. It looks really great, and I don't know anybody who's actually been talking about it. I did a little bit of research on it before I bought it. I could only find a couple of videos online about it, and it didn't really seem to be that informative. But I thought, hey, this is perfect. This is now a reel that I think that not a lot of people are using. Maybe it's something that I can show you guys and turn you guys onto because it might be a super great reel, or there might be a reason that nobody's using them. I'm not really sure. The guy at the tackle shop had no idea. He said that they got them in like a few weeks ago and they haven't really sold any of them, so I figured I'd pick one up and be one of the first ones. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna get you guys set up and we're gonna get to unboxing this reel. I'm super excited to show you guys this one. All right, y'all. Here we go. Like I said, I went through a whole bunch of different companies trying to find a good, affordable reel for crankbait fishing, and I really think I knocked it out of the park with this one. It looks super sweet. You know what? I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to open it. And this might be kind of surprising to you guys because you guys know how much I love Shimano, but this is not a Shimano. It's also not a Daiwa. It's actually a Lews fishing reel. Now, if you guys know me, I'm not really a big Lews guy. I haven't had good luck with them in the past. I had the, whatever the green one was, and then I had the American Hero back when it was like the black and blue reel, and then I had one more, I think. All three of them just kind of gave out on me, but again, they were relatively inexpensive reels and they did seem to last a little while, so I'm not going to really knock them. But I figured I'd give them another shot, see if they up their game a little bit, and see what they got here. So this reel is the Laser MG Speed Spool SLP. Alright, you guys ready to see this? I've already seen this. I've taken it out of the box just to look at it just a couple times, but check this thing out. Woo! Look at that thing. Isn't that a sweet looking reel? I don't think I've ever seen a Lews like that. Usually they're like crazy colors like green or orange or purple or something like that. But this one's pretty slick. It's just like a silver with some red. Looks really good. I don't know why, but I'm getting like super Hot Wheels vibes off of it. But anyway, let's just go into a few of the specs about the reel. So again, this is my crankbait reel, so it's a 6-speed. It's a 6.8 to 1 gear ratio. I believe they also make a 7-speed, but again, I was looking for a crankbait reel, so I got the 6-speed. The reel weighs 7 ounces, so pretty light. I don't think that 7 ounces is super light or super heavy, but overall not too bad. It's got 15 pounds of drag, and it can hold 110 yards of 12-pound line. So I believe it's probably just like a 110 or 120 size spool, whatever they consider that. Now again, I purposely didn't do a whole lot of research. I did a little bit just to make sure that I wasn't going to be wasting my money with this thing. But again, there isn't a lot of stuff out there on this reel. There's probably something on the Lews website, and there's like 1 or 2 YouTube videos that I saw, but a lot of people are just like grouping in with a bunch of other reels and not really going in depth with it. Or it's like stuff that the company Lews puts out, like one of the affiliates with Lews or something like that, where they put it out and they're like talking about it. Or actually I think there's a podcast up as well where they talk about this reel for a little bit with a what was his name, crap, I can't remember his name, it'll come to me. Anyway, so he's a professional fisherman. They had a little talk with him about this reel, but I didn't really see a lot of other stuff on it. I didn't see a lot of like unbiased reviews, I guess you could say. So I figured we could make one. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about this reel other than I'm super excited to get it on the water. So let's put some line on it and do exactly that. I think I've got, I don't know, probably about an hour until the sun goes down. So we're gonna try and get on a few fish, and then, I don't know, maybe take this out tomorrow to a different pond and see if we can get on a few more. But yeah, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get some line on this thing, and I'll meet you guys down at the pond. All right, folks, here we go. Gonna go head on down to the little ponds behind my apartment and try out this new reel for y'all. So, full disclosure, I have been throwing this around a little bit just to kind of understand what it's about, get to know it a little bit before I actually gave you guys some thoughts and opinions on it. And I have caught 1 fish on it, so I know it does handle a fish, at least a small one, really, really well. Or relatively well. I won't say really, really well, but relatively well. But yeah, got a couple hours, so I figured I'd come on down and see if I could get a couple of fish on camera for you guys and finish out this video on a high-ish note. If you guys have seen any of my other videos from this pond, you know that the vast majority of the fish in here are pretty small, but there are a few relatively good ones. Actually, I saw a decent one last time I was down here a couple days ago. So, I don't know. Big girls might be moving in. And the geese are attacking each other. Just gonna start off with a little wacky rigged yum dinger. See if we can't get a few fish around this little outflow area. And if not, then we'll probably move over to the corner over there. Or, I don't know, maybe the other side of the pond, we'll see. I wanted to use a wacky rig for a couple of reasons. First of all, I'm pretty sure it'll get bit, so I can potentially make a video for y'all. But secondly, it's also a pretty light lure, so throwing around a light lure on a new reel is a really good way of kind of understanding the limitations of that reel. You know, like whether or not it's good at throwing light or heavy baits. I'm obviously not going to be throwing any sort of heavy baits on this thing, since I did buy it for square bills and smaller crankbaits and stuff like that. But I do think that fishing it around with a light lure is going to be a really good way to kind of gauge how well this thing can throw bait. Because if it can throw a light lure relatively well, then a heavy lure should be no problem. There's a fish. Oh, I had one. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. I actually had a fish on my second cast. That doesn't happen very often. See if we can actually hook one this time. Oh, well, that's not going to help. A wacky rig is also a good lure to test out with a new reel, because not only is it super light, but it also has a fair bit of wind resistance to it just because of the size of the plastic and how it flies through the air and whatnot. So you're both dealing with throwing a light bait and also a bait that can catch wind relatively easily. So here's a fish. Got him. Yep. Yep. There's a fish. Come here, buddy. Yes, sir. There we go. Fish number 1 of the day for me. Okay, buddy. Chill out. Calm down. There we go. Not a big fish, but very pretty fish. Starting to get those gold eyes a little bit. Getting ready to spawn. Nice. Thanks, buddy. See ya. Ooh. He hit the water a little bit hard. Sorry about that. Alright, I've gotten bit over there a couple of times. See if they're just kind of grouped up in there. Ooh. The little baby geese is hatched. That's cute. Not great for me, because these geese are probably going to be super territorial. But the baby's cute. Oh, there's a bite. Damn it. Pulled it out of his mouth. He took my worm. I knew it. I just pitched this little, or I guess roll cast it to this little piece of brush over here on the ground and got bit almost immediately. Okay. Sounds good to me. Grab out another worm. See what we can do. Oh, real quick, while I'm here with it in my hand, this is the lure that I'm catching on. Yum Dinger, 5-inch, I believe the color is Ghillie Suit, with a VMC weedless wacky rig hook. I'll leave both of them linked down in the description for y'all, in case you're interested in picking some up for yourself. Let's see if we can find that fish again. All right, y'all. I'm gonna call it for tonight, but I'm not gonna obviously just do a review with one fish catch in it. I'm actually gonna go head out to the pond that dreams are made of tomorrow morning, I think, and see if we can get on a few more fish with this thing. But yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow morning.
The next day.
All right, y'all, here we go. Down here at the pond that dreams are made of. My absolute favorite place in the world to fish. Actually, that's a lie, but one of my favorites for sure. Just like yesterday, we're gonna be testing out that laser MG. Got it tied up with a chatterbait right now. And we're gonna see if we can get lucky. I'm hoping today's gonna be a relatively good day of fishing. Just gonna walk out over here to this little grass clump and get set up, see if we can get ourselves a fish or 2 or 10. Oh man, that walk is brutal. But we are at the second spot, folks, and I'm very much out of breath. Whew. Man, I need to go back to the gym, or to the gym. I don't think I ever went to the gym. I need to go work out though. Do some cardio. Oh boy. All right. Let's see if all this work was for anything. There's one. I got one. Fish. Yes. Not a bad one either. Doesn't feel like. Either that or he's got me in the grass. Come here, buddy. Get out of that grass. All right. Oh yeah. Probably about the average size out here. 1.5 pounds. There we go. 1.5 pounds, 1.75 pounds to start the day. I'll take that. Hell yeah. Man, I had him barely hooked. He's been caught before too. Got a little thing there. That wasn't for me. I just barely got him right in the mouth, but not bad. Man, look at how fat that guy is. He's definitely feeding up for the spawn. That's awesome. All right, little man, appreciate you. Have a good one. Peace. Yes, y'all. That is epic. On that chatterbait, testing out that MG, handled relatively well. He did get caught in the grass a little bit, which I think may have to do with the gear ratio. I couldn't reel him in as fast as I wanted to, but all things considered, I will take it. All right, let's see. Is there another one out there somewhere? So real quick, I'll just show you guys what I'm using today. This is a chatterbait, I believe it's like custom? I don't know. I'll leave it linked down in the description, but it's just like a bluegill perch pattern chatterbait. It's the weedless version, which I like, especially when these weeds start growing up around here. I got that paired up with a, I believe it's the Big Bite Baits Yo Mama on the back. No idea what either of these colors are, obviously, but they will be down in the description for y'all if you want to go check them out. Hey, there's the man Vinny, making his laps. Love Vinny. If you guys don't know who Vinny is, he's the local muskrat who lives around here. Cute little guy. Seems like he's a little bit of a dick, but you know, that is to be expected from someone named Vinny. I was actually talking to my buddy Jack, and he was telling me that he's from California, but he fished a lot of the Delta back home, and I guess he uses a lot of like rat style top waters, like those wake rats or whatever they're called. And he was telling me that they work really well around places with like little, you know, animals and stuff that swim in the water. So if you guys want to see a video of maybe me come out here one day over the summer with a topwater rat or something and do a little challenge video to see if we can get anything to eat it, let me know down in the comments. I'd be more than happy to go out and find one and give it a shot. I've never thrown a rat bait before, so I've literally no experience, but I assume you probably just fish them like a wake bait. So yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know. Alright y'all, back at my place now, and I just want to give you guys some last and final thoughts and impressions of this new reel. So like I said, I'm really not a Lews fan. In general, I've had some pretty bad luck with their stuff, but this reel I'm pretty blown away with. Again, it cost me about $80, $85, so it's not a very expensive reel at all, but it seems like it casts really smooth. It handles both small as well as relatively large baits pretty good. As you guys saw, we were able to throw both a wacky rig and a chatterbait on it, so that definitely speaks to the versatility of this reel. Like I said, this is going to be my crankbait reel, so I'm probably not going to be throwing chatterbaits or wacky rigs on them. That was really just for the purpose of the test today. Overall though, I'm really excited about putting this reel to the test and seeing what it can do this next year. I'll probably do a 1 year later review on this reel at some point. Again, I need to have it for a year, so this probably won't come out until next year, but if you guys are interested in seeing that, then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it. Overall though, like I said, I'm super impressed with this reel. I'm really excited to get it out on the water some more and see what it can do. I think that's going to do it for me. I'll check and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.